So these are my top 5 tools. So I'll start with these. This is the Knipex smooth jaw spanners, or grips, not really sure what you call them. They're kind of like a hybrid between a grip and a spanner. They've got the smooth jaw, but they have the function of grips, and they move straight up and down square. So what that means is, basically, you've got 12 sets of spanners in one tool in your hand. And it just means that because they've got that smooth jaw, if you're trying to make off an SW8 gland or something, and you don't have your glanding spanners on you, you're not going to be shredding up the brass or shredding up the aluminium. And I love any tool basically that's going to save space in my backpack or save space in my tool bag or in my bags. Usually I'm working out of a really tight space. So that is a massive favourite. Having 2 of those in your bag I think is absolutely essential. My next one, again, a massive space saver, is this. So that's the Tool Check Plus by Wera. And I like this because pretty much that and an impact driver, if you were really desperate, will pretty much get you out of any situation that you find yourself in. It's got the different sockets on the top. It's got just about any head you're ever going to come across, screw head. You've got your ratchet on the top there, which is really lovely, solid ratchet that they make. You've got the screwdriver bit there, the actual screwdriver itself. So that is fantastic. Huge fan of that, and I've got that in every single one of my tool bags actually. Really worth the cost, and I think I've still got, this looks like a slightly newer one, but I've still got my original one from when they came out like 2 years ago, which I'm still using. The third tool is this. When I first saw that, I remember finding it in wholesale and thinking, that is such a gimmick, I will never use that, that is ridiculous. And I love space saver tools, I hate gimmick tools. Tools for problems that I never actually had, until I used one on site, and then I changed my mind and I took it back immediately. Basically what it is, it's called the Ergo Strip, and I think it was super popular in Europe to begin with because they tend to use more flex for things within their houses. They use flexible conduit and flex, and it just means if you've got a cable inside of a box that you're trying to strip, you can basically put that on. It's got these 2 teeth here, clamp around it and then pull it off. So if you're doing an SW8 cable into an enclosure, into an emergency light, something like that, just clamp on, pull it off. It's got this knife here as well, so you can actually strip the outer sheath as well without nicking the cores. Don't really use that feature on it so much, but maybe someone would find that a bit useful as well. So that is another tool. The other one, I just think it's really cool. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't actually even know what it is yet, but I want it. It's just the boy inside of me, the guy inside of me just says that that is wicked. It's made by Rogan, which is like an American company. I think it's made for like camping and survival, everyday carry type stuff, EDC stuff. But it's just a useful little pry bar that you can just, you can slot that onto your belt, or in my case, onto your trousers. Thank you, I will have this one. And basically you can use it for prying, cutting, hammering stuff in, but all the things that you use your screwdrivers for, basically keep your screwdrivers in good condition. And that's so cheap. I think basically that's become one of my new favourite tools and gadgets. And also because it's not really a knife in England and the UK, it's really quite strict. Carrying a knife as a tradesman can be a bit sketchy sometimes, having a blade over 3 inches, but I mean, I would kind of argue that's more of a chisel than a knife. And just in case you don't believe how tough this thing is, yeah, so that's why I'm a big fan of that. The other tool, I don't know, can you call it a tool? I feel like it's a tool. Is these bad boys. Didn't have a display set here yet, so just to prove to you that I really do like them. These are a bit too clean because it's a newer set. But Steel Blue boots. I think as a tradesman, your biggest tools, your hands and your feet. Without those, how are you going to work? So you've got to protect the tools that you've been given. These, I think, do that. We've put the steel toe themselves through some pretty rigorous testing. And yeah, I think they performed pretty much above and beyond, so I'm pretty sure that my toes are happy and safe. Yeah, So all of this stuff, you can find it on Tool Monster. Feel free to use my discount code if you want some discount off of that. And thanks for watching.